Andre Not Valley Sports. Evan, just going through the time that you had to go through, how'd you feel coming back after missing a few games, man?
I felt good out there. Feel like I gotta get my timing back a little bit, but I feel like I played pretty well, considering.
Being out and then coming back and having to face, and I know it wasn't just solo you, just facing a guy like Valanciunas, is just how difficult is it to play against a guy like that? Because there isn't many big men like that that play the way he does nowadays.
Yeah, he's a great player. Very physical down there. So I just try to help my teammates, stay strong and just stay in front of them.
Offensively and defensively, what did you feel like changed in the second half of the game that maybe are different from the first half?
I feel like our defense was the main thing. Like we stopped getting stops, but we just got to learn from it and continue to play the game all the way through.
I know that you got to deal with things every day in this game, but how tough is it to see a guy like Ricky go down when he did tonight?
It's very tough. He was doing great tonight, and I don't know what happened exactly on that play, but it was just bad, and I don't know. It's hard to talk about.
Kelsey Rose of The Athletic. Evan, obviously you coming back today, but how did you feel through these past 10 days, and when did you start to feel better?
I didn't really have symptoms throughout the 10 days, so I was feeling fine, just working out in my room, bored. So, but I'm back now, so.
Like you said, what did you do to work out to keep yourself, I guess, like, able to come back tonight like you did?
Anything, push-ups, sit-ups. One of our trainers like text me a little workouts I could do at home, so I was just doing that. And
then obviously you getting to New Orleans today, and then going through everything. How did you feel in that pregame warm-up? Just kind of getting actually on a court, being able to go through a workout, and then be like, okay, yeah, I'm good to go play.
I felt good in the pregame workout. Had fresh legs because I was out for a while, so it felt great. So I definitely wanted to go out there and do what I do.
And then I guess obviously it's still just after the game, but what's a lesson from this game, kind of looking at how you guys started off the game, 39 points that first quarter, had a 19-point lead, and then kind of watching it diminish over the game and sort of lose that momentum you guys had? What's the lesson there?
Just like I said earlier, just playing the game throughout the entire 48 minutes, not letting off the gas, because teams can come back at any point, and that's what kind of happened tonight. So we just got to refocus and come back even harder the next game.
Thank you.
Last one, Christophs.
Hey, Evan, Christos from Greece. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back, first of all. What was the toughest part for you in the last 10 days?
Just probably not playing with my teammates and going out there and experiencing everything that they're experiencing. That was probably the hardest part. Also being bored, finding things to do. But overall, it wasn't too bad. But yeah.
And playing without Darius, what's new in the game without Darius on the floor for you guys?
We just had to adjust. I feel like Ricky did a great job throughout the whole game of just taking his spots and basically replacing him for the time being. But it sucks that he went out like that, and we just got to adjust and move pieces around and stuff.
And my last question is, what did you see on the way that you closed the game out tonight?
What was that?
What did you see on the way that you closed the game out tonight?
Just like I said again, playing throughout the whole 48 minutes. We let off the gas and stopped getting stops. So that's what happened.
Andre Knott, Valley Sports. Kevin, obviously you guys started off slow the other night, but you get off to the great start tonight. Just what changed in your mind after that great start offensively for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think just our, we had points of emphasis before the game. I was sticking to our game plan, but then I really think just, you got to tip your hats to them. They played a great game, but transition, we didn't do a great job. And in the second half, it was tough. We're up 10 at half and then just didn't play great. Obviously, Ricky late in that fourth quarter went down, kind of took the air out of everything for us. But, I just think, our pickup points, weren't quite there. A couple of things didn't go our way. And then, our details, kind of what we stick to every single night, just wasn't quite there. So definitely, this is one that hurts, one that got away from us, uncharacteristic of who we are and how we play and how we execute. So, in some ways, it's brings us back down and kind of makes us go to the drawing board again and help us understand that we need to get a lot better. And teams that are down players right now, down bodies right now, can come out any single night, and this is the NBA, come out any single night and get hot. And I think you saw that with the Pelicans tonight. They did that.
Now, you've known Ricky for a long time, and any teammate goes down is going to be tough. But just how tough is it to see him playing that well and to go down the way he did tonight?
Yeah, he's had an unbelievable season. He's really the true lifeblood of our team. If I had to point at any single one guy, Ricky is it. It's tough. We obviously don't know. I'm sure there's going to be some imaging. I'm sure there's going to be some things that we're going to look at. But it's the same thing. Like when Bowl goes down, we pray for those guys. We are completely gutted for them. And I think with this team, we're all so close. It's like it's like an extended family member goes down, and it just pains you. It just hurts. Yeah, I mean, I really can't, but it just hurts, man, to see any one of those guys go down. But especially a guy like Ricky, who's been so consistent for us and just brings so much to this team for so many different reasons.
Kelsey Roos, The Athletic. Kevin, for Evan to come back tonight after missing time and to kind of not seem to skip a beat, what did you just see from him and kind of what stood out to you about just how he was able to implement himself so fast?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you how talented he is, that he can just step into any situation and be a great basketball player. He definitely did that tonight. What do you have, 22 and 7 in 30 minutes. So it didn't really seem like he missed a beat at all. And that's who we need him to be. Incredibly efficient, 9 for 12 from the field. And, he was Evan Mobley tonight. So that's what we want to see out of him, continuing to be that guy, continuing to grow. But, for missing 10 days and coming back and, looking like that, I was very happy for him. And, I don't see that, him really missing a step at all, having, a return to play. So that's going to be very helpful for us as a team.
And then in that first quarter, you had 4 or 4 from 3 and kind of all around. You guys were shooting really well from 3 early on. What changed? Or I guess, what did you see the Pelicans do differently defensively throughout the game that sort of changed that for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was both us and them. I definitely think we started hunting threes and not breaking the paint. Like we emphasize every single practice, every single film session, putting a lot of emphasis on getting in the paint and putting pressure on the rim. But I think we got away from that really in the second quarter, and they were able to get back into the game. I mentioned us being up double digits, to start the second half, but we felt like, we lost a little bit of our rhythm and our identity. And, so much of who we are is putting pressure on the rim, especially with our bigs, especially with our personnel. But, it was just a little bit, we still shot the ball okay from three, but we felt like we were, kind of making that too much of what we did in points of the game. But they would definitely run us off, putting us into tough spots, and did a good job. Like I said, they were down but not out, and teams in this league can do that when they just play free.
Thank you.
JC.
Thank you. Hi, Kevin. This is Julio Rivas from Agencia F, Spain. You were helping Ricky to leave the core. What were you feeling? What were you thinking? I guess that, you personally are really close to him. I guess that it must have been really hard for you to see him living like that.
It was really, really hard for me. I could see the pain he was in when he went down, and then, it's just like I said, anybody on this team, but obviously, as you mentioned, him and I have such a history, and I generally care for Ricky's well-being. So just seeing him go down like that, I said, I just prayed that he was going to be okay, and I still, obviously still do. We don't know what the near future is going to hold for him, but all we can do is hope and pray that he's going to be okay. But I just think for him physically and mentally, just want him to be right, and we'll see where it goes from here. But just completely gutted, and just he's just having such a great season. We hope that it's not as serious, I guess, as it looked. So fingers crossed. And it's just it's tough for me. I obviously saw him, I think it was like 2012 or I think it was 12 when he went down then, and I was with him then, and kind of same reaction. But now we've gone through the league for so many years, and just took the complete air out of the team, and I'm just pained, just gutted for him.
And he was having such a great night. His numbers were off the charts. What do you think? He Darius was not there, and he stepped into the court with a lot of energy, obviously. What do you think about his performance until that point?
It was incredible. He's been constantly a force for us, whether it be off the bench or stepping up into the starting unit when his number's called. And between, Ricky and myself, we have tried to, just be a constant voice and a constant veteran presence on this team. And he's been such a leader for us. And sometimes it's not even what he says, it's just how he approaches the game. And he knew that having Darius out, that, he was going to have to carry more weight, and there was going to be more responsibility. But you could see from the jump, that he, even before halftime, you were seeing like he almost had a triple double then. And then in the second half, he just continued to keep pressing, to keep putting us in good spots. And it was a great performance that looked like it was going our way. And then, to see him go down like that, I think it just adds insult to literally injury when, a guy's having such a great year and means so much to this team. To see him go down like that is really tough. But, I know Ricky is a strong person, mind and spirit, and whatever is thrown at him his way with this, he'll bounce back.